Hi guys and ladies, I've been getting dozens of requests to demonstrate how to fillet a fish. I'm only a very average fish filleter, not that good, yet the requests persist. So if I'm going to do this, I need to catch a couple of fish. Let's see what comes of this. It's a gusty day with falling temperatures. I'll try to fish out of the wind in the more protected areas. I want to try for the easiest fish to catch here at Lake Catcher Big One, bluegill. I'll be using this, the simplest rig I know, just a jig hook with a mealworm attached. Woo-hoo-hoo! The North American largemouth bass. This guy is over 13 inches. It's the size we want to preserve here at Lake Catcher Big One, so I'm going to throw him back. Stay on, baby. Woo! Oh, it's a nice one and pretty too. I thought I was never going to get one. I've been out here quite a while. Yes. Very light tap. Oh, it's a nice perch. Whoa! I'm terrible at filleting perch, but they're very tasty. This is the hardest fish to fillet for me. I went in the tree. It's about 40 feet up. It came down. Whoa! From 40 feet up in the tree to a fish's mouth. That was good. Good. Hey. Woo! Fishing is easy now. He's too small. There. Yeah. Felt good. Light colored. Questionable, borderline. Let's keep them. Ideal. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, yeah. I love it. Oh, the kind I have to remove from the lake. A small bass is perfect eating. They're all kind of small today. Oh, but you know, that's actually average. Good enough to eat. Where is he? Good. Ah! Wow! That's what I'm talking about. That's a good one. Look at that, my worm. Whoa, I don't know how many fish we've got here, but let's go in the house, fillet them, and we'll weigh them up. I feel fortunate that I was able to get outside on this November day and catch a sink full of fish. Now, if you're squeamish about fish cleaning and filleting, this is the time for me to say thank you for watching, because you'll tune out anyway. It's going to get a bit bloody. Let's fillet this little guy. I'm going to clamp his mouth in there, and I'm going to make a cut on top of his head. And I'm going to go behind his gill plate, behind the pectoral fin, all the way down to the back of his pelvic fin. Now I'm going to notice which way the fish is facing. His left eye is facing my left side, and it's in a clamp. That's the way I do it. Now I turn the guy this way, and I start at the head where we made that little cut, and I'm going to follow the dorsal fin, the backbone, the spine, all the way down, but I'm only going to make a small incision, about 1/4 of an inch or less. Now I'm going to deepen that incision. And I can hear it rubbing against the ribs. That's good. Now I'm going to plunge the knife. When I don't hear it anymore, that's a signal. Plunge the knife. Now all we're going to do is work the knife around the rib cage. You're going to have to cut through these little tiny bones called pin bones, but don't cut through the ribs. There you go. Right here, there's a thing called a lateral line, and you can feel little bones, these little pin bones sticking up. So I'm going to make a cut right on top of them, along them, but on top. And then I'm going to make a cut below them, about 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch. And now I'm going to skin this guy. Isn't this fun? We're skinning. There. And look, those pin bones come right out. Look what we have left. A fillet. Let's do the other side. I'm going to make that same cut on the top of the head, but behind the gill plate, behind the pelvic fin, and just behind the pelvic fin. Did I say that twice? This is pectoral, this is pelvic. Okay, let's turn them around. I'm going to make a cut, not very deep, 1/8 to 1/4 inch, right along the top of the dorsal fin. Let the spine be your guide. And now I'm going to enhance that cut, just like we did on the first side, all the way down to the rib cage. Hear him? Ah, yes. Now, let's go to the end. When you don't hear any more ribs, plunge down to the anal vent. That's what it's called. I'm sorry. Now we're going to take the knife and cut around the rib. Not through the rib, around the rib. But you're going to break these little pin bones. There you go. Now we're going to feel those pin bones right there. You can feel them on the lateral line. We're going to take the knife above the bones and cut down. And we're going to go under and cut down. So we took out about 1/8 of an inch. Now we're going to hold on to this guy's tail, if we can. Just look at that. The pin bones came out. Look at that, a fillet. Now we're going to take this skin off the top, this fat layer. And sometimes you see it on the bottom. Little fat layer, won't hurt. Rinse it off. We're done. That's how to fillet a fish. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, I got almost 1.5 pounds of fish fillets, and although I'm not great at filleting, as you could see, I got the job done. And each time I do it, I learn a little bit more. I hope that you learned a little from this too. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I went in the tree.